enough podcast about fast food. Not enough podcast about movie. Not enough podcast where two average guys talk about those things for you. Movies over my hammy. Movies over my hammy. Wait, what's the show?
Who lives in this podcast inside of your ears? We do.
Movies over my hammy.
It's Movies Over My Hammy, a podcast where we do just what we're doing now. We're talking about a movie, and we're going to compare it to its related movie tie-in and determine which one is the movie over, or which one is the movie and which one is the Miami.
Yeah, I think that
movies
works.
over
Which
Miami,
one?
right?
It's just like which one is the superior.
Yeah.
Thing.
We're saying movies over Miami, but sometimes the Miami.
Oh,
is
so
better
I've
than
never
the
thought
movies.
about the over being. I've never thought about the over in the title of our podcast referring to the over that the winner of the contest, the
Yeah, you don't
podcast
usually-
contest would be.
Yeah, I don't feel like people usually think of like height or like
I keep putting my
it-
screen down and showing you my crotch, and I don't
Yeah,
mean to
you're
do
really-
that. I'm not trying
to be subtle about signals.
Shut up. No, but it's like who was that guy in the early days of the pandemic? That guy that got fired for
Oh yeah, it's funny that you think I would remember this
because he was having a bit of a wank.
correspondent.
He was having a little bit of a wank on a Zoom call,
Well, he was
as
on
the
a
Brits
Zoom
would
call,
say,
the sexiest place you can be on a work Zoom call.
for his job that makes him a millionaire. Okay, so this is crazy because we actually get to do the podcast. Like we
Yeah, we
get to
actually
do the
get
thing.
to do the thing as it's intended to be, because there's a Burger King menu.
We're back, Burger King. You had 4 weeks off from Monster Menu. And honestly, SpongeBob, kind of a monster.
Yeah. And I do want to open it because I am dumb and do realize that Burger King's on like that good old list of things you're not supposed to go to. Didn't realize.
Oh, really?
But
I just assumed they were kind of because, I mean, didn't we talk about McDonald's? Like, we don't care, but we are going to acknowledge we did this for you. You don't need to eat the SpongeBob Whopper in the past.
Yeah, you should also, the owner of the company has put his personal phone number up on their Facebook page. So you should probably call them and tell them to stop supporting bombing of
hospitals, right?
Hospitals
It's the
and
baby
children and
hospitals
stuff.
that are the big.
Yeah.
That's the big thing for me. Like, even if it was just hospitals with only adults, I would be like, that's fucked up. But but they're like the pediatric hospital. It's that pediatric hospital. That's the real.
That's where the spies are under that hospital. They put them under the saddest hospitals and schools. So
They're the saddest hospitals and schools.
No, but here's the thing: you should really call that number and say those things, because I do love talking about Burger King because it has the most robust Facebook in the universe, and we could spend 17 hours talking about just the Facebook page.
Well, and they do the thing that we do.
Yeah, I know they are a big one for
we
that.
We want to be on your team, Burger King, but don't be evil.
Yeah, my tip off was when amidst every pile of unhinged comments on every post on their Facebook, there would be a single like hashtag Free Palestine. And I was like, well, this is strange. And then I was like, BDS list. I was like, oh, Burger King.
Oh, that's all the comments? That's funny that people would go on to the Burger King Facebook.
Well, it's like one lone commenter in every thread.
Is it the same one?
It's a few guys.
Okay,
but
cool.
They just alternate.
Yeah.
They take turns. But yeah, Burger King invites guests to dive into a sea of flavor with all new SpongeBob movie menu. Very exciting. Exciting.
Who eats at a Burger King under the sea?
We did a long time ago.
Months ago.
Yeah.
Last year.
But I mean, I can do a tiny bit of food news because I've got.
Hey, do it, man.
It's not a big one.
If you keep doing food news, I'm gonna have to record a theme song for it.
That's what I'm trying to push for.
It's coming across the wire.
So February 19th, 2026 on nationalrestaurantnews.com. TGI Fridays dips into a cheese fondue platform. Customers can upgrade 5 menu items to the Fondue It experience for an extra $3. TGI Fridays is ramping up its customers' dining experience by launching a fondue lineup.
Does that necessarily ramp up the dining? Don't you think that maybe fondue makes it slippery and it ramps you down?
I urge. There's a lot of things I want to put as the episode art. This is such a vile looking thing. Because what they have done to fondue your meal, at least for the burgers, they cut the burger in half.
Dude.
They give you a skillet of hot molten cheese.
Yeah, we're insane.
And then they invert the two halves down into the pile of cheese.
Wait, hold on. Are you doing a bit? No. Because do you remember we talked about this when Applebee's did the exact same thing. And when you said the Fondue It menu or whatever the fuck, I went, oh, it's going to be a split burger in a skillet, Applebee's style. And the thing is, Applebee's is trash food. And TGI Fridays is slightly better trash food. I think we can agree that of
they all
the
use
two,
the same microwaves.
They use the same microwaves, but TGI Fridays has a little sweeter sauce. They do the sauce a little sweeter on that.
Let me see. Other things that they've got coming up. The fur rib. I don't like it.
The fur rib, like they just put they put fur on a rib sandwich.
So you're gonna understand my hesitation with saying it because it's called the. Also, always a bad idea to have your food thing prefaced by the word the.
THE.
Like the burger.
The monster burger.
Weird. But it's the, and then it's all caps for every letter. FRRIB. Developed by Friday's team member Donald Williard through an internal global menu innovation contest, the Frib turns one of Friday's signature big ribs into a sandwich.
So it's a McRib. It's a Friday's McRib. So here's how I think that the Fridays people, they must just read food news because the McRib just came back a little while ago too. So they're just reading the food news and then they do it a couple months. Oh my God. TGI Fridays really is like our podcast.
Yeah. Also, Dubai chocolate espresso martini.
There's what?
Dubai chocolate espresso martini is their other thing.
they're several months behind the boba tea place, man. Yep. Wow. We're named after Denny's, but we're TGI Fridays in our heart place.
Oh yeah, and Applebee's has had a better name too because it's called the OM cheeseburger.
Yeah, very timely, very very millennial,
Yeah, it's good and cringe, as I would say there. OM cheeseburger. But yeah, that's the food news. TGI Fridays is at it again.
They're at it again, looking at food news from a couple months ago and doing that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we were going to be talking about a SpongeBob menu. Today. Did you watch the SpongeBob movie?
I did indeed for the podcast. That's because we've watched different things in the past. No, yes.
Did you watch the right one?
I watched SpongeBob: The Search for Squarepants.
Okay, perfect.
The new one that's on Paramount Plus. No, I watched the SpongeBob SquarePants movie 2004.
Oh, I wish I had watched the SpongeBob SquarePants movie 2004.
That was definitely better than this one.
Yeah, that one's got jokes in it, which I did like.
This
one's got some of those.
We found out that this is a film for babies. Like we watched a movie, and this will happen sometimes when you're eating tie-in menus, because they definitely want to market Whoppers to babies.
Yeah, they want to market that yellow Whopper to a baby.
Yeah, little baby, no teeth. I would say that you're probably 3 years out of having your first teeth if you find anything in this movie compelling.
It's a movie that is truly like checking my phone for like how much time is left.
Oh, that I didn't do.
I was like, this must be the longest movie ever made, right?
I thought the pacing was all right. Even in my notes, it says pacing's okay, but at some point, it like when I say for babies, I just feel like there's probably a sequence where suddenly there's just keys jingling on the screen for several minutes. And you're like, what the fuck? And
it's just different
and
colors.
I roll with it, you know? I'm just like, well, it's not for me, but I'm covering it for the podcast. I'm a journalist.
I am a journalist, as we all know.
So they did lay it on me with that Spongebob copy for the Burger King.
Yeah, Burger King invites guests to dive into a sea of flavor with all new Spongebob TM movie menu. Miami, Florida, December 1st, 2025 is where this press release is coming from.
Does that mean too much?
Yeah, too much SpongeBob. I think it means traded to Mark.
Oh, they've traded the marks for the beast. See, and that's now we're an apocalypse conspiracy podcast.
See, I know what TM means. What is R in circle?
Reserved. They've reserved that copyright.
Burger King reserved.
Yeah, Burger King reserved trademark copyright.
Burger King is inviting guests to experience an under-the-sea inspired adventure for the whole family.
I'm not trying. That's hilarious. An undersea adventure for the whole family. I'm not trying to derail the podcast, but once when I was in high school, there was a very religious girl in our class, and
she was very normal, and everyone.
Well, no, she wasn't,
her.
and I guess she was like hot or whatever. And
or whatever.
Well, just because, like, you know, I feel weird commenting back on the attractiveness of a 16-year-old. I guess she wouldn't
so
be.
You're saying she was no flat white.
She was not a flat white. Let's just say that. I'm not gonna go any further. I'm not gonna be crass, but she definitely was not.
Please listen to previous episodes before listening to that.
Definitely was
joke.
not a flat white. But so she was part of one of the kooky churches. And she told us that they were having what's called a prophetic expositor come and speak at their church. And
sounds
the other thing
awesome. Like, that sounds cool as hell.
The other thing is, you know, I don't know if anybody from my high school listens to this podcast. I can't imagine they do. But, you know, my drama teacher of all people, who I spent who I did a lot of stuff with because, you know, I was a drama kid and I did speech, competition, shit like that, right? So I spent a lot of time in the drama department, and the drama teacher, thinking back on it now, was incredibly fucking conservative, which I thought was weird because they're the drama teacher, but they were like a Christian conservative who thought gay people were weird or whatever. And so this not flat white student said they have a prophetic expositor coming to their church. And the prophetic expositor, what they do is they translate the news and events. Did something just spray you?
I don't know.
All of a sudden, Andrew felt like, did I just see you interact with a ghost? I am so ripped.
Suddenly,
like, dude, I'm so high, and I am just hanging on to this story for dear life, trying to not derail myself. I'm like trying to remember what I'm telling you, and then all of a sudden, you look like something fell from the ceiling onto your neck. Like,
I felt something on me, and I saw the glimpse of what looked like a spider web, and I was like, "Oh no, I can't have a spider just fall on me."
When I had long hair, my hair would scare me occasionally at work because it would look like a person in my peripheral vision. So prophetic expositor, what a prophetic expositor does is they interpret the news and events of today to tell you how close we are to the end times.
You want me to give you the Google AI spit out on it?
No,
I had to look it up.
Sure.
An individual or publication focused on interpreting and explaining biblical prophecy, often focusing on end-time events, the role of Israel, and the return of Jesus.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude. So severely fucked. But this, and so a buddy of mine and I went to see this prophetic expositor, and prophetic
expositor sounds like a metal band. Like
it
really
does. It does. And it was not that cool.
Saw the new prophetic expositor show.
But this guy was fucking nuts. And I'm not going to get into it, but he was convinced, like, he's probably disappointed now that we haven't been raptured or whatever.
Usually they are, I feel like.
And I'll tell more about this story later in the future history of the podcast. We'll talk about prophets and stuff, and I'll talk about how I heard this guy talk about how, the euro is the beginning of the one currency because it's all those countries using one currency and shit, and all this other kooky stuff. Man. But one last little...
Didn't they make the euro go away?
No, the euro still exists, but I think Brexit did something bad to it. I think Brexit did something to the euro, quite frankly, and... And
I'm American, so I both feel compelled to speak on it, but know nothing about it.
Exactly. So the last little bit here is this student said a prophetic expositor has come in, and then she left the drama room. And my teacher, who I know now as a very conservative bigot, let's be honest, and she said... her church is fucking crazy. And she didn't say fucking, but she was like, her church is crazy. And I was like, what do you mean, person who also goes to a crazy church? And she said, well, they speak in tongues and at that church. And that's not even real unless you have a translator there.
Well, you can always speak in tongues. Like I could do it right now.
No. That is very funny. But the point is, she's saying, that's fucking stupid, right? Like, everybody knows that speaking in tongues isn't even real unless you have a translator. It's like, no, I'm sorry, but it's not real then either. It isn't real then. And also, you're a drama teacher. You should be chill about gay people in hindsight. Like, what the fuck, dude?
So this person, lined up this weird guy coming in to talk, and then the second they left, they're just like... The lady's crazy.
The teacher, this student was like, somebody's coming to my church. You might find it interesting, Adam, because it's interesting. And I said, sure, I'll
student.
I find that interesting. And then she left, and my teacher was like, fucking dumbass church.
You're just doing the finger around the head and
everybody knows talking
Remember when
in tongues.
People used to do this all the time?
Oh, I still do.
Okay, good.
I still do, but I say this person is mentally ill. They need therapy. They have mental health challenges. One time I told my therapist I was mentally ill, and she was like, don't say that. I don't think you're mentally ill. And she was like, you have mental health challenges. And I was like, fucking don't. I mean... don't participation trophy me, lady. Like, I know what I got. All right.
You got challenges to overcome, but you're getting there.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Thank you, Andrew.
We're getting there.
Thank you for assuming that my therapist has a positive outlook on my treatment. But so we're talking about Spongebob
Teaming
Burger.
up with the Spongebob movie, search for Squarepants to launch the all-new Spongebob menu. With a long-time tradition of bringing fun and flavor to its partnerships, this menu is no exception, serving up a collection of seasonal creations just in time for the holidays. The SpongeBob menu features limited-time creations inspired by all your favorite SpongeBob movie characters, including... This is a long list, by the way. It's
One
crazy
second.
How many things are on here.
My buddy and I got in trouble for heckling the prophetic expositor. That's something I forgot to mention. We were being real snarky little shits about it. And yeah, so continue.
SpongeBob's Krabby Whopper, a quarter pound
What the fuck? Something just fell off the ceiling on my shoulder.
I sent a spider over you.
I just hurt my back doing that act out for fucking nobody.
Yeah, that's right.
You.
That's right. That's what you deserve. Break your damn ribs. A quarter-pound, 100% beef patty, flame grilled on a yellow square bun. Color from natural spice, stacked with a melty American cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions, and a splash of mayo and ketchup.
Did you say bacon? Did it have bacon on it?
No.
Wow.
No bacon.
They just fucking. I was not impressed with this fucking Whopper.
Yeah, it was. So this Whopper had the that chewy bun.
I welcome the pre-chew squish as usual.
Yeah. It had the Halloween orange bun. So when they do the colored buns, they've got like a weird squish to them, which is normally nice, but also I think those go stale super quick because I got a stale one this time and it.
Oh, I couldn't imagine them going stale
yeah.
because they are so plump with moisture.
Yeah, I think we just get them early normally. This one was pretty hard in all the wrong ways.
You ate it February 1st. You got it for Valentine's Day. You and Kelsey shared the last Spongebob Whoppers.
No, my very nice coworker told me that the menu was back and then ordered me a Krabby Whopper.
Wow.
My friend Heather at work ordered me a Krabby Whopper and the Krabs Cheesy Bacon Tots. Mr. Krabs Cheesy Bacon Tots.
Those
crispy,
are pretty good.
Coin-shaped tots filled with gooey cheese, savory bacon bits, and fluffy potatoes served in a treasure chest carton. They're a crispy, cheesy jackpot straight from the Krusty Krab.
I thought it was weird that there was no bacon on the burger, but the tots have bacon flavor in them. Feels like a miss.
In the burger, probably.
And why didn't they put the tots in the burger?
Yeah, that would have been good. Also, they could have kept their SKUs lower.
Yeah, they're SKU.
We're all about SKUs.
We're a SKU podcast now.
Yeah, we're part of the View Askew universe.
Oh no. I mean, no.
Patrick's Strawberry Shortcake Pie. Strawberry shortcake pie slice with strawberry and vanilla flavored creamy layers, a crunchy cookie crumb crust. Shortcake cookie crumbles and pink star-shaped sprinkles make this dessert a star-studded
Did you get that?
Sea treat. No.
Star-studded under the sea treat, you were saying, as I rudely spoke over you.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I would explain that because I can just edit that shit out, dude. You have any idea? Dude, I did so much on this last episode I sent you. I was just like, I talked over you a few times. I was just like, well, no, I didn't, motherfucker. No, I didn't, motherfucker. I'm not rude. I'm an active listener in post.
Isolated sound. Pirates Frozen Pineapple Float. Icy, refreshing frozen pineapple flavored beverage topped with tropical flavor cold foam. Sip, slurp, and let your imagination set sail with every frosty sip.
Cold foam. I don't know.
Tropical flavor cold foam.
I didn't get that either. I only got half the menu, I'm realizing now.
Bikini Bottom Bundle. Can't pick just one. Enjoy all 4 LTO items in a pineapple-shaped under-the-sea box, complete with medium float and 8-piece cheesy bacon tots.
If you order it the day that you see this, the first day, it was before the movie. Okay, so the initial menu launch was out of circulation before the goddamn movie released.
Yeah, that is the case for.
Do you think they just fucked that up? Do you think they had AI running their scheduling or something for how the promotions run and it just spit it out a month early?
So despite the premise of this show, I don't think there's usually that many of these movie tie-in menus. And I think they've just really underestimated how like horny for these tie-in menus like everybody in the world seems to be, because like this thing sold out in like 2 days everywhere. Like nobody stocked for it. The McDonald's like stupid ass socks and fries sold out in like 2 days. The Five Nights at Freddy's thing sold out in like 2 days. It's impossible. The Wicked one, easy to find. And
yeah, well, Dunkin', the world runs on Dunkin'.
Yeah. And they stalked for it. They were just like, what are we doing? A matcha latte and some pink thing, whatever. But yeah, I don't think they're stocking for them. They just got to start stocking more. And people, oh boy, people pissed about it. People really mad.
They want the stuff. I got the burger and the tots, and that's it.
It's like a thing. It's just like, like outrage is just like the thing people will bring to social media the most, right? Like people like to be mad on social media.
Yeah, I don't want to be fair to Burger King because they're objectively an evil corporation, but now that I think about it, I wonder if I ordered it wrong in the app, because I think I ordered the bundle. They must have been out of stuff.
Well, here's the thing. What happened, and I'm sure this is probably what happened with you, because I told you that because it went out within like 2 days.
I thought you were gonna be very mean to me all of a sudden, for the first time ever. I thought you were gonna be like, it's because I fucking told you. I told you this was gonna fucking happen. Oh God, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. So it went out after like 2 days. We both missed it, and then my friend at work was like, "Hey, it's back." But it was only the burgers and tots.
I bet that's when I got it too. Yeah.
And I was like, Adam, you should try it and get it now, because I think they just got a shipment of buns, which gets you more of the burger. I mean, honestly, I think you did get it within like an hour of me telling you.
I went immediately. Oh man. All that acting out I did just now on camera really shook up my brain. Ooh.
Yeah.
But I think I got it for lunch. I went to the Burger King.
That's when I got it as well. And we'll talk about it.
We will.
At Burger King, we do partnerships that are fun for the whole family. And jellyfish, arg, we ready for Spongebob this month, said Joel Yashinsky, the chief marketing officer, Burger King US and C.
Do you think that person said that at a press conference, or is it a press release? Do you think they said yarg?
Oh, jellyfish, arg, we ready for Spongebob this month? I have to imagine this is just a press release. Like, I don't think he's saying this out loud. This latest partnership with The SpongeBob Movie might just be our most exciting menu yet. With 4 delicious menu innovations, one-of-a-kind toys, and exclusive packaging, including 2 special edition BK crowns. Our long-standing partnership with Burger King has always been built on bold ideas and shared creativity, but this SpongeBob campaign is next level, said Michelle Hagan, Executive Vice President of Worldwide Partnerships at Paramount Pictures. We're diving deeper than ever into the world of Bikini Bottom and bringing fans the most epic fun and never been done before.
Wow.
That is we're diving deeper than ever into the world of Bikini Bottom and bringing fans the most epic fun and never been done before.
Do you think
that's written by AI? That just runs off.
For sure. Serious question here, and I don't want to bring the mood down, but do you think SpongeBob heard it when the Ocean Gate sub imploded? Like, do you think SpongeBob was like, what the fuck? Like,
you didn't see that episode?
No, what?
I'm joking.
They also did a 9/11 one.
Yeah,
SpongeBob was like, what? I heard something. I heard something else. I heard a second thing and a third thing.
Yeah, like part of a third thing. I'll never forget when I heard those things.
The people online say the third thing didn't happen because there was no wreckage.
I mean, people online say the first 2 things might not have happened the way we think.
People online say all kinds of things.
Yeah, SpongeBob's just like, hey, Patrick, have you heard about loose change?
Yeah. That was a pretty good Tom Kenny / SpongeBob.
Have you seen how he does the SpongeBob laugh?
I think I have. It's fairly unsettling.
Yeah, because he just he smashes his own throat.
I feel honestly though, here's the thing. I don't think he does that in the booth. I think that he does that.
I think he does one laugh ever,
and then they just reuse it.
Use it.
I don't know. I think that when they ask him to do it, he plays it up and is like, I do it like this. But I think he really just does it regular in the booth. And
sure.
You know, or maybe he did it like the first time. But it is funny when voice actors have a thing that they have to do physically, like there was on Mr. Show, David Cross had a character where he had to pinch his neck like this to do it. and they had to they put a fake arm on the character, and then the character had a scarf so that he could hold his neck like this, and it was covered by it was pretty funny.
That sounds good.
Anyway, what the fuck was Burger King saying?
Oh, there's just one more sentence. And this was not Burger King. This was the executive vice president of worldwide partnerships at Paramount Pictures.
Oh.
So the last sentence of their statement they made was, "It's the ultimate mashup of imagination and innovation."
That's the ultimate mashup. I would think that like electricity is the ultimate mashup in innovation and imagination.
There's like a lot of things. I would say like, you know, film, like, in, you know, like the concept of like a movie.
Video games, narrative video games.
But like a Whopper that has a square bun now instead of not a square one isn't really.
Yeah, a yellow square bun. How much? Oh, you know what they should do?
It's very funny because it's so barely yellow. It's so funny. It's just like bun colored with the tiniest bit of yellow.
For the Simpsons movie 2, they should do a square bun that's like Bart's head.
Yeah, it's pointy on the top.
Yeah, you can do it, Burger King.
There's a new Simpsons movie coming out, right?
Yeah, Simpsons movie 2.
Ooh,
Still
exciting.
Still Simpsons zing.
Still Simpsons zing. We're not un-Simpsoned yet. I have so much stuff for this one.
Lay it on me, buddy.
So
I'm going to stop derailing you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. This is good. It's hard to know where to go next, you know? So we'll pop over to brand eating for a moment.
I didn't even tell you about the heinous news that I got on my x-rays. So go ahead, continue.
Me about the anus rib news.
No, it's not even my ribs. So I finally did this x-ray after 6 months of being in horrible pain and thinking that I was just re-injuring my ribs playing disc golf. And I haven't talked, like, you shouldn't. So you get test results and then you read them, but you don't talk to your actual doctor for like days. So I got these test results that are like, hey, so your ribs are not broken. And I was like, oh, my ribs aren't broken. That's good. But then it's like, yeah, but your spine. You have degenerative spine stuff that may have been exacerbated by the injury or whatever. And then I Googled. And don't do that, the degenerative spine stuff, and it can cause, you know, nerve pain that makes it feel like your ribs are broken or whatever. And so now I'm just waiting for my doctor to schedule the telehealth appointment to be like, you'll never play disc golf again because your spine be degenerating, or you have the regular amount of spine degeneration we would expect from somebody who has a fucked up spine. Like I have a bad back. Like I have to go to the spine clinic and like do back therapy shit, which I had backburnered. I had backburnered that for a few months because I thought I had broken my ribs, right? And so like to do back physical therapy, you got to do all these stretches and shit that fucked with my broken ribs. So the whole time it may not have been my ribs, it was my back. So I should have gone to the spine clinic. And whenever you call the spine clinic to try and make an appointment, they say, we don't have any appointments available on the schedule. Call back in 2 weeks. Go fuck yourself. Just book me several months out. Call me when something opens up. But so that's so that's the news I got. I just had to finally go do the x-ray, and the x-ray is like so much more invasive than I thought. Like you lay on a table, they cover your crotch and your face with like lead, and then they fucking blast your chest with like an x-ray, but you have to like stand up and like hug this big x-ray plate, and like my ribs hurt really fucking bad, and they're like, no, you got to really press it against it. And it's like, yeah, but I'm pressing that. Yeah, well, fuck, okay. And it was just awful. And then my ribs aren't even broken either ever or anymore. And there's a good chance that when I fell, it didn't break my ribs, but it fucked my back up. Like, and so the important thing is I got zero closure on anything.
That's good. Yeah.
But hey, at least my x-ray was covered by my insurance. I was told it was $10 to get this very wishy-washy result. That's pretty good. And now I'm terrified because I don't want my spine to degenerate. Because it's not an injury. It wasn't categorized as an injury. It was just, your spine be degenerating, and we got to talk to you. And it's like, I don't like that. You know what I like? I like when my spine is generating. That's what I like. I like when my spine is working on all cylinders and not, I fell forward on my tit so hard. Like I was a flat white. I'll tell you, when I fell.
You went from an upright white to a flat white.
And I thought I broke my ribs. It's kind of like that Simpsons, to bring it back to the Simpsons, when they do the immigration crisis, which is so prescient now, 20 years later even. Mo Sizlak, an immigrant himself, we find out, and the episode starts.
Have some amount of empathy for immigrants.
Well, he does at the end, but
he must. He must.
So you're right. You would never be an immigrant and not have empathy for other immigrants.
Yeah, of course not.
Especially not if you're a small business owner.
Even if you related to an immigrant, like if your parents were.
And he's a small business owner himself.
Yeah.
Of course. So the beginning of that episode was there's bears in town. You know how The Simpsons always starts with a 1 or 2 minute joke that just opens the episode to like kick off the actual story. Yeah. And it starts that there's bears walking around. So they have a town meeting. It's about bears. And then it ends up being about immigration. And in the middle of the episode, Mo Sizlak says, "It's the immigrants. I knew it was the immigrants." He says, even when it was the bears, I knew it was the immigrants. And I think he says immigrants, but he says, even when it was the bears, I knew it was the immigrants. And that's how I am now. I'm like, even when I knew it was my ribs, I knew it was my back. It was my spine. Like I knew it was and not just my back, my spine. Like once they start talking about your back, like once you're not talking about, because if you're talking about your back, that's okay. Once you're focusing in, once you're talking about the spine and the discs in your spine, like once your doctor says the word discs, it's like something dripped on your shoulder in your podcast recording, because you don't want to. I don't want to have to focus like the discs. That's too specific a problem. And when my mom had problems with her discs in her back, and it led to lots of surgeries and rehabilitation and such. And the big thing is a needle in the spine, which I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to slit my throat.
There's a whole cool band name about that one.
No, and yes, but my mom had a bunch of Spinal Taps when she had her spinal, and yes, the band Spinal Tap. But also,
I was like, they tap on it lightly, right?
So you were talking about the band Spinal Tap. And it is not you tap on it lightly. That is not what it is. But
it's not. It's supposed to be one of the worst pains.
You want to know how dumb and high on energy drink and weed I am? When you said, there's a band about that, I thought you were talking about the nu metal band Spine Shank. But you were talking about Spinal Tap, the thing that it's called. I was
talking about Coheed and Cambria.
No, that's not any. Spine Shank is at least an analogous for getting poked in the spine, Spine Shank. But yeah, so and then somebody on one of my mutuals on Blue Sky said, "Hey, oh man, that reminds me, it's about time for me to go get a shot of steroids in my back for that very same problem." And I was like, A shot in your back. No, I will not be doing that. You will simply have to kill me, doctor. You'll have to slit my throat in a bathtub before... No, you're not going to... No. Like,
your doctor provides a bunch of cool services, like
slitting your throat in a bathtub. Yeah, that's new anesthesia.
You remember it was in Hostel 2, I believe. The film Hostel 2.
I don't think I saw it. I saw the first one. I saw Hostile. Yeah. Is that the same thing?
No.
Oh.
No. Hostel?
I saw Hostile.
Hostel is like where they go to a hostel in Europe area,
but you know what?
They get killed.
Yeah, but you know what? Don't you think that Hostel was a little hostile?
I will say that.
Comedy genius.
In Hostile 2, there is a lady who likes to sit naked in a bath and have like one of the to be killed people suspended above her, and then she has like a really long blade on a stick, and she just like slashes their throat open, and then
the blood drains down on her.
Yeah, that movie sucks.
I think I saw that one actually. And then I was like, because I thought that was from the first one. I was like, is he going to describe the blood lady? But
I think that's from 2.
I believe so. I would. If I would never commit that much of my memory. I got so many important things to remember. But thus ends the update on my ribs. It turns out I'm waiting for my doctor to tell me. Actually, when you're listening to this, I'll know already because it'll be a couple weeks from now.
That's exciting.
Well, yeah, it's exciting.
We'll see if Adam gets to have like robot ribs.
No, it's not even my ribs; it's my spine. You see, they're gonna have to. They're just gonna be like, you gotta stretch.
Robot
you gotta go to the spine place. Basically, I gotta do all this stuff. The important thing is, I don't know. I'm just so nervous about my relationship to disc golf changing in any way. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not going to play again until my doctor says, you're cleared to do that, buddy. And that's the end of my update on my heinous medical stuff.
This isn't very funny, but it is ironic. Wouldn't it be ironic if your discs in your back put an end to disc golf?
Well, it's not ironic. It would be coincidental.
But I'm using the word wrong.
Irony is the use of words expressing something other than their original intention.
Oh, I was using it as like the two words are the same word, but they don't mean the same thing.
It's a homonym.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I know that is because from not the homonym part from Futurama. There's a line that Bender sings in Idle Hands episode where he says the use of words express, because people keep saying something's ironic when it's not. It's just not ironic. It's coincidental.
People literally use words right all the time. I had the pineapple slush and Krabby Whopper for lunch today. The Whopper just wasn't right. The bun was too dense and just didn't work. As to be expected, 60 years of R&D and tweaking to perfection isn't going to lose to a low-bidder bakery with a yellow food dye bun. The
a low-bidder bakery? So wait, hold on. They think... So here's how they envision it. They envision it like Burger King goes, we need a square yellow bun for our Whoppers. We're going to put out the call to all of the bun manufacturers.
The local bun manufacturers.
Oh, I think they might have to go national.
Oh, really?
What? Yeah, like because they need it all across the country.
Are there more than one Burger King?
It's got to be consistent from city to city and state to state. Yeah, Burger King doesn't just exist in Minneapolis and Los Angeles. But
that's news to me.
So then there's one bun manufacturer that's like, we're gonna really fucking lowball these motherfuckers, and we're gonna have a way too dense bun. And
yeah, but we have the lowest price in the market, so they're gonna go with us.
And they do. And that's a problem. But I thought the bun was fine. It tasted just like but it's really just the Burger King bun factory. It's the same people that make the other buns, I would imagine.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. People seem to know too much about this. And
Oh, here we go. Lay it on me, buddy. Let's come back from the precipice of my medical stuff.
So we got the pineapple slushie was a surprise. Had a nice genuine pineapple flavor without being overly sweet. I plan on getting another one this weekend and spiking with some rum.
Hey, calm down. I just want to tell that person, like, you're talking to a person who poured weed drink into an energy drink before this. And even I think that's like, hey, chill out, buddy. You can eat Burger King without rum. Thank you very much. That's different from me not wanting to record my podcast without energy drink and weed at the same time.
Reply to that. I've noticed at several fast food places that if they ever offer a special bun, it won't get the same griddling. Not sure if that's the right word, as their standard buns do.
It is not.
Maybe because they're ordered far less. That might be why it tasted kind of dense, like a grocery bun, straight out of the bag.
Not the right word. It does not get the same griddling. No.
They don't griddle their buns at all.
You don't? No, I bet they do. You don't think Burger King puts the Whopper bun on the grill next to the patty?
No, absolutely not. I really don't think they do.
But that's how it's. I don't know, man.
That's how like a nice place does it. It's Burger King. They're just pumping them out.
Well, look, I mean, that's not the employee's fault.
No.
Don't come after the Burger King employees, Andrew.
I will never.
In fact, I think they should unionize.
It is the practice.
I think they should unionize and then say, hey, we're going on strike unless you free Palestine, Burger King.
Man, if Burger King was responsible for freeing Palestine, what a
that
day.
would be so much easier to do the podcast. I want that world.
I could celebrate Burger King. Instead, I have to
begrudgingly talk about it because your podcast doesn't have very many options.
Yeah. I love fast food, but any fresh baked roll is miles better. Considering frozen is 95% as good, it's not even an impossible upgrade for one of the big chains. I don't have any idea what that sentence means.
I think he's saying he, for sure. I think
it is a he. This one I know is a he.
Oh, it's a picture of his cock.
Well, the name is Steven. I don't know a lot of women named Steven.
Don't presume just because you don't know.
I'm gendering a name. This is one of the more gendered names, but
we are a woke podcast.
Who knows?
Okay, and so he definitely is saying that the buns are frozen buns, and he says bakery buns are always better. Like, look, man, it's the same bun place.
Yeah. Any fresh baked roll is miles better, considering frozen is 95% as good.
Do you think the Burger King buns are frozen ever? Probably. I feel like they make enough Burger King buns that like they go through enough of them that they don't have to freeze them.
I don't know.
I think they show up in a big truck.
Yeah.
I've never seen them take a bun out of a freezer.
Yeah, but it might be a freezer truck. It's probably the same truck they're transporting.
The one you transport bodies in. Okay.
Got to reply to that. A well-made Whopper at a location that cares about buying good fresh veggies is about as close to perfection as any fast food burger can be.
No. Does this guy think that? So here's what this guy envisions.
This is also the guy who is going to buy rum for his pineapple slush, this reviewer.
So this drunk envisions that
this dumbass.
This drunk dumbass envisions a world where there's a lone burger, where there's like a small percentage of Burger King franchise owners that in the morning,
farmers market.
Yep, you got it. You got there. But just imagine like an Italian farmer's market. The guy goes out and he's like, smell of the tomato, and he looks for he's like, he bites the tomato like an apple, and he's like, yeah, I'll take 6 of those. Like, no.
6 of those for today.
No. A truck shows up. A semi-truck shows up, refrigerated or not. And it's got burgers.
I almost would guess pre-cut like tomato and like.
Oh no! I bet they cut the tomato. You can't have a pre-cut tomato. I don't think.
I don't know. Somebody hit me up. I know when I used to work in food prep, you would get pre-cut tomatoes sometimes.
Like at Subway, probably. pre-cut tomatoes, like they come individually wrapped, like you have to peel. You peel two pieces, like a cheese, like a slice of cheese,
like a fruit roll-up,
a fruit roll-up, or a slice of cheese combined. Yeah.
Slice of American cheese. I agree. If the meat is actually cooked when you order it, like they used to do decades ago, and the lettuce, tomato are good, a Whopper is perfect.
That's not how they used to do it decades ago. Decades ago, what they would do is they would make 10 Whoppers and set them on a tray for hours. And if somebody wants a Whopper, they would grab one of those. And the bottom of the bun would be hard because it's been heating up on this hot plate for hours.
Yeah.
They only recently started making stuff to order.
Yeah, I used to work at Holiday gas station, and you would have like all your little meal, your hot bar items.
What holiday were they celebrating, by the way? Did they ever tell you?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah, they would burgers was one of the ones, and you would microwave it behind your little station, then put it in the like little hot bar thing, and by the time you expired those out, the bottoms were like rocks.
Yeah,
like so hard.
I can't tell you how many times I've thrown the bottom of a gas station cheeseburger away and just eaten it upside down like a burger pizza. Oh, I'm disgusting, by the way. Hello, I'm Adam.
Oh yeah, there was a long time where I would pay for my friends to pick me up from that job in garbage bags full of expired like cheeseburgers and egg rolls and shit.
Oh, gas station egg rolls, those hit sometimes, dude.
They're so good. Best menu item at the holiday. R.I.P. I don't actually think there's holidays anymore. I think have become
Death?
Circle K's now.
They're slouching towards Bethlehem. Holiday gas station. What crude holiday gas station slouches towards Bethlehem?
Yeah, maybe there's a holiday left in Cambodia.
Oh, from the SpongeBob. My wife even said that. It's in the SpongeBob movie that we watched.
Oh, I thought that was Police Truck. I knew it was Dead Kennedys. It was so faint in the mix that I was like, this is Dead Kennedys.
Honestly,
I cannot pick out what it is.
I think, and I could be wrong, and I will be wrong in my life a lot, but I feel like it's a Dead Kennedys like. I think that it's like similar to a bunch of Dead Kennedys songs, and because they do a Motorhead one later too. There's a song that sounds like Ace of Spades kind of, but it isn't. And you could find out by looking at the IMDb for the movie, but we don't need to do that necessarily. So, but yeah, I was holiday in Cambodia. And then I told my wife, I was like, doesn't Jello Biafra sound kind of like Fred Schneider from the B-52s? Like, holiday in Cambodia.
Yeah, I've always
and Ronald
contested.
Reagan killed you with AIDS.
I have always contested that the Dead Kennedys singer sounds quite a bit like Fred Schneider. Yeah, it is Holiday in Cambodia.
Oh, wow.
No lyrics.
Yeah, well, that would be weird. I remember that song. I can't remember if it was that song or a different one that was on the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack. That was a huge.
That one's Police Truck.
Yeah, Police Truck, and that also there was a Circle Jerk song, I think, on that soundtrack. I could be wrong, but dude, there's
on Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk is formative for me in like.
We had in
my music love.
We had the Tony Hawk Pro Skater demo from Pizza Hut. That was just that first level, the warehouse level, and we played that shit.
Oh yeah,
until we could get like 1,000,000 points with no buffs or whatever on. Like, yeah.
Oh, I've played. Yeah, I've played that game way too much. So, when they re-released that too, they added some 100 gex, which rules. Yes, please. Give me some of that. But they added Motorhead's Ace of Spades. That one just feels out of place.
Ace of Spades was on the original.
Was it?
Yeah, it was always. Yeah, that was one we get stoked when it hit.
I ever tell you I went to, this is a graduation ceremony at MCAD.
Okay.
The Minneapolis College of Art and Design. I was not graduating. This is a friend's graduation. I never graduated from that school.
Thank you for letting us know you didn't want to steal valor.
Don't want to, no stolen valor.
People who paid way too much to learn how to draw, you don't want to steal their valor.
I did pay way too much to drop out of that school. But at their ceremony, they, for some...
I respect MCAD, by the way. I'm going to need an MCAD person to help me design a pitch or something, and I'll pay you and all that. So
Sure.
Your MCAD's good, but continue. Sorry.
But they had a...
It's just education. The education system in general, paid... It's all fucking too expensive, and it should be free. I'm so sorry. Continue.
Just gonna let's slowly continue. There was a local DJ who spoke at this. The local DJ who spoke at the ceremony. It was just, kind of an awkward speech. I don't really know. I don't exactly remember why she was speaking there. I don't think she went to the school. I think they were just like, she's in the arts because she does DJ stuff. Sure. But then she closed it out by being like, you know what, really, I don't remember. I don't even remember how she got into it. She played Ace of Spades by Motorhead in its entirety to the audience. She's like, whatever, this song always makes me, whatever.
If you want to gamble, I'll tell you what to do. Drawing cartoons for too much money.
And is one of the most awkward experiences of people who are at their graduation, right? So you want it to be somewhat reverent in some way because you just did this thing.
You just paid too much for a thing, yeah.
But there is this thing, and then you're just this entire audience just sitting in silence watching the DJ up at the front rocking out to this thing because she's trying to sell.
Did she have her DJ
is.
stuff set up and she was playing it on her ones and twos? Or okay, cool.
No,
actually, I don't know which is cool. Neither of those things is cool, but
they just had a track playing that she was reacting to, and nobody in the audience was reacting to.
So
it was really awkward. I know.
You'd think that you would play it. She could have played it in the background while she did her speech, even though it's hard to talk over lyrics.
Yeah. Yep. Or she could have had an instrumental version of it that was all down pitched and sad sounding.
For me, I would be like, oh, this is cool. I was going to listen to this song today anyway. So I love Motorhead. I fortunately got to see them before Lemmy Kilminster died. And they're great, but that would be awkward to be at your premium fee college experience. Now, here's the thing. If you're paying that kind of money to go to college, they should just have Motorhead play your graduation.
I think that was also kind of the vibe.
Yeah, she should have been if there's one song that really gets me going, you know what? Hold on. I'm just going to bring out some friends of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, Motorhead.
Yeah. So here's
you thought that was added? No, dude, that's classic Tony Hawk Pro Skater track. He's doing that on the bass. Can you believe it?
That's crazy.
His bass sounds like a big old guitar.
But yeah, it was very awkward.
That's a hillbilly discovering Motorhead for the first time. He's like, oh my God, his bass sounds like a goddamn big old guitar up on there. Oh shit.
I can pick that on the banjo. Your hillbilly is a prospector.
There's a great...
there's licks in this here bass.
There's a lot of crossover. There's a hilarious bit in the Lemmy documentary where he's describing the difference between his bass sound and quote unquote regular bass players. And he's like, a regular bass player sounds like this. And he turns the bass down a bunch. He turns all the gain down and it's like, dum, 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 dum. He goes, regular bass player sounds like this. Dum, 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 dum. And he goes, but I sound like this. And he turns it up. And he's like, that's the difference. And it's like, yeah, Lemmy. We got the difference.
We know what the difference is.
We knew the difference between you, who sounds like you're playing a gigantic chainsaw, and Bootsy Collins. And also, don't slag off on other bass players, dude. Like, Bootsy's great. Bass players who go, dum, 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 they do some good stuff. Also, Lemmy, you've got some Nazi iconography in your shit, and you're dead, so I can ignore it. But we don't get into it. We don't want to talk about what you thought looked cool, and we just assume you were confused and just thought it looked cool.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good excuse, I guess. A lot of people like to use it.
Nope. It's a bad excuse, and it only becomes... I think I'm too woke that I would have a problem with Motorhead if Lemmy was still alive. He's dead, so they're only good.
There you go. Speaking of music, what about that title track? SpongeBob Big Guy Pants Okay.
I didn't realize that was a viral hit or whatever, but somebody...
That's a new track from Ice Spice.
I feel bad that I'm going to admit this. I thought until this...
Ice Spice.
Until this, I thought that Ice Spice was half of that, the conservative Sugar and Spice duo where one of them died. I didn't know Ice Spice was a singer. I thought that Ice Spice was a conservative activist, but she's a singer, and now I feel bad because she seems pretty cool. She also did one of the voices, very uninspired voice acting performance from Ice Spice as like a bouncer or something.
She gets about 3 lines,
and she definitely when I say she phoned it in, she very likely recorded it over her phone.
Yeah.
In like with a high quality microphone, but it definitely was sent over a telephone.
That song too sucked.
Bad song. Not a good song.
Uninspired song.
SpongeBob.
The entire lyrics of it seem to be SpongeBob Big Guy Pants Okay.
Yeah,
I think there's about 1 sentence of additional lyrics.
But Andrew, now that we know that we watched a movie for babies,
makes sense.
It makes sense. And so are we transitioning from the food to the baby movie that we watched?
To the baby movie. I mean, let me hit you with this post real quick as we transition. We're trying to get a little of the mix here. So Burger King posted an image that has the crew from the movie looking at the menu. And it said, "If you see me talking to my food, ... mind your business." Not.
How does that? What does that have to do with the movie?
Well, it has the characters from the.
But in the movie, do they talk to their food?
Is
SpongeBob
I'm sure they
food?
talk in the direction of food at some point. Mr. Krabs is probably food.
He could
be to me. I like crab.
I do.
And squid.
I like crab, but I don't like
starfish.
crabs, if you know what I mean. I like crab, but I don't like crabs.
Stand-up Andrew comes out and he goes, "Mr. Krabs is here. This movie's more like Mr. Craps."
Mr. Krabs.
Because it stinks.
I'll tell you what, I saw this Mr. Krabs character and it made me want to get the shampoo for my crabs. I had to get the...
Patrick Star, one thing that isn't a star is this movie. This movie's dull.
It's a bad movie. Well, yeah. And I don't even think it would be, honestly, I don't think it would be a good movie for babies.
No, it's doing that. It's riding that fun line where it's both trying to appeal to adults, so it's not fun enough for babies, but then it also is like, we should be fun for babies, so we shouldn't the plot be particularly.
One thing I noticed is they love using songs from the 70s and shit in these stupid movies for babies. It'll just be like, and that's got to just be because parents, but aren't parents younger than that now? Like, shouldn't it be songs from like 2001, 2002?
That's why they brought like Ice Spice in.
Shouldn't it be like Green Day, American Idiot? Isn't that what these parents would have liked?
Don't want to be a bikini bottom idiot.
And now I'm gonna put that in. I can record that much. I'm like, don't wanna be a bikini bottom. I saw him play that record, by the way.
Wake me up when search for Squarepants ends.
Oh man, that would be good.
Here's a comment on that very post I was talking about. Can I please get the chicken nuggets instead the Whopper because I'm not a fan of burgers with the cheesy bacon tots? A toy, so I hope it's going to be the Flying Dutchman for being a huge fan with Mark Hamill that played Luke from the Star Wars franchise, and a large sweet tea before I see the newest movie on its release date that starts at 12:30 p.m. from the Annapolis Harbor Center's movie theater with my program group. Heart eyes emoji, star eyes emoji.
Oh, I felt I passed out for a moment. I traversed the veil briefly while you were reading that heinous slop. Now so that person, I know that it probably isn't real. It sounds too confusing to even be English as a second language.
I enjoy everything. The burger juicy, the cheese bacon tots fire, the pie delicious, the drink love.
But here's the thing. That one, if you read it like you're a British DJ holding your hands over your head, like pointing at your turntables, like if you're like...
I enjoy everything. The burger, juicy. The cheese bacon tots fire. The pie, delicious. The drink, love. Is that good British? Let me see. Here's some fun, good ones. Please. Oh, yeah. I had to get to this guy. No, never mind. Where is he?
I'm sorry that I tried to transition to the movie earlier because I thought you were kicking it over to the movie because you mentioned the movie with like a wink.
So
Andrew even winked at me like he was like, all right, like he gave me the signal that we were pivoting to talking about the movie. And then he goes back and I love it. I'm here for it. I like being on my heels. You know, so and these people are insane. I want to hear the people saying it's fire, burger fire.
That's the thing. I think so. What's strange about Facebook is I would think these are AI comments because I know that's a big thing on Facebook now. But these all have profile pictures, and they're all very specific. So I think this is just people whose brains have been rotted by all the AI comments on Facebook, and now they've become that.
They have become...
The manager at the Burger King in Cottage Grove, Minnesota is very rude. I don't understand how he still works there.
And that is on a national Burger King Facebook post?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you could go check that out. You could go ask. You could take the train to Cottage Grove, Minnesota.
I gotta do that trick. Take the old locomotive. This guy, and now I found my favorite
I'm sorry,
man.
but you guys do take a train in Minneapolis, right? There's a train?
I don't think it goes out to Cottage Grove.
Oh, okay.
It's a lighted rail.
It seemed like you were... It kind of seemed like you were making it seem like I was an asshole for suggesting that you
were being...
No, I thought you would take the train that's in your city that people take to the suburbs.
I usually take the bus.
Oh, okay.
That's usually what I take.
I guess...
So I thought you were being antiquated with your language
to
make fun of me not having a car and being conscious of the environment and stuff.
If I could get... If the bus didn't take an hour to get to my job that is 2 miles away from my house, I would take it. But I cannot spend that kind of time.
I've heard the bus system in LA is bad.
It's okay it's honestly to get to our house from work and back. It's fine and easy, but
very long,
quite long.
Now I found my favorite guy. So this guy is in every single comment section of a Burger King comment that I've seen.
He's the Burger King. He's Dane Cook's brother.
Yeah, so he really wants the 2 for $5 Whoppers deal to come back. So in every comment section, so in this one he's in here several times. So he said selling out of Whoppers because they're 2 for $5, and then he has the thinking emoji. And then a few comments later, he says, make sure you have plenty of Whoppers for the 2 for $5 deal.
Oh, you do need to have lots of Whoppers for 2 for $5 deal.
Mm-hmm. He's really good. Where is he?
This podcast is making me so hungry, dude. My edible just started working. That's how it's because I'm a big fat guy and my liver and I've got a high tolerance or whatever. It takes a long load, like less than 100 milligrams barely does anything to me, and it's just totally random how long it takes. So like I'll think I time it perfectly, and then we'll be an hour and a half into recording, and suddenly it's just like, what the fuck is going on here? Wait a second. Hold. I'm feeling there might have been something funny in that drink. But yeah, this guy rules. Continue.
I know he's really good. I'm gonna find him again, but let me see. Here's some other good ones. Burger King is a great place to go if you plan on leaving without your food because the clerks are inept and finally go home to make frozen pizza.
I've eaten Burger King 1,000 times in my life, and I hate admitting that because I'm part of the problem. But I have never left a Burger King without my food, without at least a close approximation of what I ordered.
And then here's, of course, a good one that you'll recognize from our many Burger King episodes. I would run to Burger King if they had the Stacker sauce.
Oh, yeah, man, get that Stacker sauce.
God, they're so nuts, and there's so many.
They should do a tie-in with Megan Thee Stallion, that Stacker sauce, if you know what I'm saying, right? Because she's stacked.
Went and tried this Spongebob promotion. The packaging was cute, but aside from the packaging and the limited time menu items, I expected more from the almost $20 it cost me. There was no special trinket toy to accompany the meal to commemorate the purchase.
To commemorate the purchase? Isn't it sad when all you have to commemorate the purchase is a receipt taped to a bag at the bottom of your...
when the only thing I have to commemorate my food purchase is the food that I bought.
Yeah, the only thing I have to commemorate the food purchase is the receipt taped to the outside of the bag, crunched up in front of the passenger seat in my car. Like, that's like what I have to commemorate. I keep a lot of mementos from the fast food that I eat. I keep them around for a while sometimes. A little memento mori, as they say.
Yeah,
I know that's not what that means.
You start at the end of the meal and then you work your way backwards in 15-minute segments.
My dad actually, who listens to the podcast, eats. He used to eat dessert with his dinner because you don't want to be too full to eat dessert.
I thought you were going to say my dad, who listens to the podcast, has memento disease. He lives his life backwards.
Nah, he's like a fishing guy. He's normal. He's like a normal fishing dad.
So they also posted an image that said, it's SpongeBob like grabbing his head, and it says, "Me behind the guy that got the last Krabby Whopper." Top reply, "I'd like to reel in 2 Whoppers for $5.
Wait, so he wants so that guy, so they offered 2 for $5 Whoppers at one point.
At some point. Mm-hmm.
And this guy, he's like me with the chicken Caesar grilled stuffed burrito from Taco Bell. Like, yeah. I'm like, just bring that back. Like, if I was an online food guy, I would be up in Taco Bell's comment guts every day, commenting on everything. They're like, the Doritos Loco Taco is back. Hey, you know what should be back? The fucking chicken Caesar grilled stuffed burrito, you animals. Hey, you're bringing back the volcano menu? Well, I'll tell you what would make my volcano erupt. The fucking chicken Caesar grilled stuffed burrito coming back with crispy red strips and grilled chicken and fucking chicken Caesar sauce and crispy romaine lettuce.
Yeah, you know what would make my volcano sauce come out is if you brought back the goddamn Stacker sauce. Where the hell is it?
I'm on the wrong Facebook message board. I'm on the wrong reply.
But so many of the comments in this thread just become talking to this guy, which is where I really found out about it. So someone just replied to that and said, "Not going to happen." Oh, this is a guy who works at Burger King, because I saw him in other comments. Chris, yes. I know these people now. I'm becoming friends with them.
Are you actually friends with them? Like, have your friend requested?
God, no, these are old men. So we're gonna have Chris and Larry. So Larry's our guy who wants the 2 for $5 Whoppers. I'll just go by first names. I don't want to dox people. Larry wants the 2 for $5 Whoppers. Chris works at Burger King. Larry says, I'd like to reel in 2 Whoppers for $5. Chris, that's not going to happen. Larry, not with an attitude like that, it's sure not. Let's start a movement. Whopper Wednesdays, 2 for $5. It'll draw in people, be good for business, and crush the competition. Smiley face emoji. Chris replies, not going to happen.
He doesn't explain why. Listen, I'm going to run you through the SKU. I'm going to walk you through what goes into the Whopper SKU, and I'm going to break it down. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spoil the insipid pedants.
Yeah.
The pedantic, insipid losers on Facebook.
The coolest guys. So Larry's back. Well, I'd rather phrase it hopeful and persistent.
Yeah, we know you're persistent, dude. Also, you're fucking nuts.
Rod enters the chat. They wouldn't be losing money. It was 2 for $6 before COVID, so special. And then Frank comes in. Hello, Frank. 2 for $6 isn't 2 for $5. He is correct.
2 for $6 isn't 2 for $5. He's got you there.
Fucking drag.
He's got you there, buddy.
And pre-COVID beef prices were about 35% less than they are now. Not to mention wages, utility prices, and produce prices have increased as well. The Whopper patties are $1.07 a piece now. So the meat alone would be $2.14. So tell me again how they wouldn't lose money when food costs need to be less than 30% to turn a profit. Labor, advertising, utilities are all factors in pricing.
I know so much about this that I'm mad. I'm mad that you don't know as much as me, and I'm also excited to know this much. That's the other side of this.
So that was Frank replying to Rod, but then Frank also has to reply to Larry to let him know. Not going to happen. Whopper patties cost the company $1.07 a piece, so financially that would be suicide.
That seems high too.
I know. I guarantee they don't cost $1.07.
The Whopper patty costs 8 cents. I promise you.
That's maybe a statement put out by Burger King. That is a lie. Like, that is how much a patty costs after advertising or something. They get a dozen Whopper
patties for a nickel.
If they can, here's Larry back replying to Frank.
The Whopper patty is probably runoff from some other process that they get it for free.
Larry, my favorite guy, because he just doesn't care. He's just, if they can do Whopper Juniors 7 days a week, 2 for $5, or better yet, 3 for $7.
That would be better.
They can sure do regular Whoppers 2 for $5 once a week and call it Whopper Wednesday. Great marketing. Smiley face. Just a few bits wrapping up here. Given there's no accessible Burger King CS telephone number, Burger King cannot be contacted if any negative customer experience occurs. It appears BK does not want to be contacted by customers no matter if positive or negative feedback.
Don't you have the president's phone number? Didn't you say that?
Mm-hmm.
Is it in the comments?
This is our latest post from Burger King. This is a new initiative. The CEO, the president of Burger King, Tom, has given out his number, 305-874-0520. I can do that because they did.
Well, yeah, but also you can just get any number. That's just a Google Voice number, you know?
He says, turn your comments into a conversation by calling our president, Tom, at this number. They have, if you have something, here's the video.
Is that what MySpace Tom has been up to?
Yes,
it's him. He's looking over his shoulder. You know what? Didn't that kind of look vampiric? Didn't MySpace Tom's photo kind of look like you caught a vampire like over his shoulder? Yeah. He's like,
he looks like some sort of cool. Sorry, MySpace Tom, if you're listening.
My Ice Spice. Sorry, Ice Spice Tom.
Sorry, Ice Spice Tom. Their thing says, here's his real number. Yes, it's actually him. And yes, he'll do his best to reply to as many of you as possible. Just some few choice comments from this one is, what can we do for you is the real question. Myself and millions of people love you, Burger King.
Fuck you.
We all want you around for many years to come. So is it advertising or promotion we can help you with? I'd love to hear back from you.
Is that person applying for a job?
Burger King, where's your dick? I would love to put it into my mouth.
Please, will you
relief.
fuck me, Burger King? Oh, Burger King.
This fantastic, no other fast food restaurant is doing this. Thank you so much for allowing us to have a voice.
Just how dumb do these people have to be to think that, like, it's not like it's the guy's landline and it's going to his answering machine. You know what I mean? It's a Google Voice number. Like, these... Oh, and
fantastic. Now I just want him to reopen the one BK in my area. Nearest one is 45-minute drive away.
So does dude pop into the comments and say, I called him, we need 2 for $5 Whoppers?
Oh,
and then
man,
somebody else called him and said 2 for $6 is not 2 for $5.
Here's the thing. This is the sad thing. I don't get to see because that guy's calling. He's not leaving comments. I assume he's leaving a comment. Well, but you'd think that he would leave a comment saying, "Hey, I called."
Like, that's the kind of person who would do both. I feel like, you know, I'd be like, "Hey, did you get my message?" Like, somebody replies to that, like, "Hey, did you? I've left several messages, and I guess I'm not one of the one that he's working to get. I'm not in the as many as he could work to get back to. I guess fuck me, you know. I guess I just want my 2 for $5, and I should just fucking kill myself because Burger King doesn't answer the phone."
My thing here, it's very funny because so many people have questions in the comments here, and it's like, he gave you a number to call. Like, the whole initiative is this number.
Call the number. Don't leave the comments.
Okay, I have a question. Why is it when I ask for no tomatoes and no onions, you do not take any money off, but when I ask for extra pickles and extra lettuce, you add money on? Shouldn't they cancel each other out instead of having to pay an extra $1?
No, that's an ancient problem.
That's like a Chipotle giving you diarrhea level.
Well, that's something that, like, that's been tale as old as time. You add things and it costs money, but you take them off.
Yeah. Have the order takers complete a listening comprehension evaluation upon hire so the orders can be completed correctly. Store 12002.
Oh my gosh. If you know your Burger King store number, I mean...
You're maybe the worst person alive.
Yeah, you're either the worst person alive or the best person alive, and it's like 90% one, 10% the other.
That's a very generous percentage.
Well, you know, I try and be generous with the kooks online because honestly, there but for the grace of God go I, you know.
I've noticed at my Burger King, you still use old stuff like a Kid Vid standee, and the play area has images of those old animated characters on them. You know, those monster characters?
Yeah, dude, that's cool, man. Vintage, nostalgia, pew, 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 right? That's what that person is saying, or are they saying it's bad?
I don't know. They don't seem to have a take. They're just saying, I've noticed. It's an overall very strange comments. I have shared with you an image that will likely be the image for the episode here.
SpongeBob. And now we're transitioning into talking about that. That poster makes the movie look way better than it was. Does the pirate ship ever even fight the Winnebago?
No.
They definitely don't do that. So this is the SpongeBob movie, Search for Squarepants, now on digital.
Mm-hmm. They made it look like Search for Spock for the poster there, which I'm not a Star Trek boy, but they did this so that they could collaborate with Star
Paramount.
Trek and SpongeBob for the releases.
And this
was a Star Trek post.
It's all Paramount, you know, and this does look like the Search for Spock. Now that you say that, I feel bad that I didn't get it. I was more focused on it's not accurate to the SpongeBob Search for Squarepants movie. But so this was it's a CG, it's a hybrid CG animated and live action, and they do a little 2D animation. Now, do you think that was just because it was cheaper or because they did it stylistically like Ren and Stimpy? It's
I mean, I think there's a mind for both.
I'm thinking of the Zit.
Like Zit.
There's a he describes a Zit, and it does like a and this is a Nickelodeon film, And it really feels, not only because we talk about it being a film for babies, right? But then they use songs for dads, like adult music from a certain time. And
Holiday of Cambodia's
yes,
is in there.
it's also for me. Like that's for me kind of. But the point is they're trying to appeal to those. Yes, it's for babies, but they use, I lost my fucking train of thought, because they use, so it's for babies, but they appeal to the parents as well.
Yeah.
But it's very incredibly surface level.
Yeah, and they're doing that like that animation style that's become popular with Spider-Verse and like Mutant Mayhem and
but a bad, cheaper version of
Puss
it.
in Boots.
And
I think it looks pretty good. But it doesn't look as good as those things. Mutant Mayhem just looks fucking good though.
It does. Mutant Mayhem
I just bought Mutant Mayhem.
Like I had problems with,
I
had some problems with the Mutant Mayhem like story, but overall I thought it was good turtle content. But I remembered what I was going to say. So they try and hit the parents with the nostalgia of the music and shit, but then they're also, it's very 20 years ago Nickelodeon coded how they do it with the integrating live action. They do that Ren and Stimpy 2D painting, zoom in a couple of times. Yeah. And so it
also a classic SpongeBob bit to do like the live action.
Yes, and the fish.
The painted like drop-ins and it's all classic stuff.
It opens with live action Clancy Brown. And like I'm in. Like I love,
which is fun, right? It's a good transition from the Fallout episode where he played the president in season 2. Yeah,
I love Clancy Brown.
I believe in an unspeaking role. Like I don't know if he speaks in Fallout. Did he? I don't remember.
Yeah, he says "You got it" or something like that.
Good job, bud, or something. But yeah, it's the SpongeBob movie. Subtitle: Search for Squarepants. SpongeBob is waking up. Classic SpongeBob good time to start your movie is character wake up. Actually, before that, I guess they explained the curse, and they're like, there's a curse on the Flying Dutchman. He has to find the most innocent person that exists. Yeah, Bubble Blower, who is so innocent, and then if he does, he can turn them. It doesn't really say, but he needs to have that person, and then he cannot be a ghost anymore. So.
And what does being a ghost? Why is being a ghost bad in this universe? Now that we think about it, like, so what is he confined? Oh, because he can't go up to the surface. That's what it is. He can't go to Santa Monica. He wants to go
I don't know
to.
If that's true, because
can't live inside the ocean, leave a far behind, swim out past the breakers, watch the world die. Man down now to a brand new day.
Do you know Ice Spice's name is Isis Gaston?
Wow. Why would she change it to Ice Spice? Isis Gaston is the coolest fucking name ever. What the hell, dude? That's like if your name is Johnny Rambo, you change it to like Milton Stone.
You think it's like a marketing thing? They're like, well, we can't have you named Isis if you're gonna be like
definitely
big
never
recording
mind
person.
100%. Now that I think about it,
she's like, don't worry, I'll change it to a very not problematic thing, Ice.
Oh my god. But Spice. And other thing, like that band Isis, they really got a bad. There was a band, a progressive rock band called Isis, who I actually saw open for Tool once, and they had a tough go of it after a certain time in the early 2000s in terms of doing their album art and such.
They're also they're like, we can't have you be named Gaston. That guy's really mean to Belle.
He's not the oh, that's right, Gaston. I always think that Gaston is the candle, but Gaston is the villain.
That's Lumiere, isn't it?
Yeah, Lumiere is the candle.
Something illumination named. I guess Gaston is like a gas can sort of. Yeah, it works.
A gas can?
I don't know. I was thinking like a fire thing.
Oh, you were trying to help me.
I was trying to be charitable.
You were trying to help me, not look unhinged. I thought Gaston was the fucking... Wait, do they all have names? Like, is Teacup, is her name like...
There's Chip is the chipped teacup.
Okay. All right. It's been a minute.
Oh my God, do I need to look up these? Why do I even know those ones?
No, you
I
don't
think
need
I've
to
seen
look
this
it
movie
up.
like once as a child. So Beauty and the Beast came out in 1991.
Here we go. Yep, let's get into it.
Paige O'Hara played Belle, of course, because she's the belle of the ball. Beast is Robbie Benson. We know him. Richard White is Gaston, a hunter who vies for Belle's hand in marriage. Jerry Orbach as Lumiere, the kind-hearted but rebellious French-accented maitre d', who's been transformed into a candelabra. Cogsworth, the Beast's major domo, the head butler of the household staff, and a clock.
Cogsworth,
Mrs.
clock.
Potts.
Mrs. Potts
is the teapot.
Yeah, and she, of course, Angela Lansbury.
Mm-hmm. Bradley Pierce as Chip.
So yes,
Rex Everhart as Maurice.
They do all have, most of them have names that go along with what they are. And also SpongeBob SquarePants to get us back into the movies. Same shit, dude.
This one's pretty bad. Joanne Worley as the Wardrobe.
Oh, that's right. They couldn't think of a name for her. Because they couldn't call her Chesty.
Chesty LaRue. Yeah, so that's that one. Okay, so back to SpongeBob. He is waking up. He's
oh my God, we just at SpongeBob is waking up.
He's got a ritual that they've never shown before in the history of the show, but I guess he measures himself every morning to see if he's grown 36 clams high. SpongeBob, an adult man, I had thought, but is still growing. He has grown to 36 clams high.
I thought about this. My wife and I talked about this. A sea sponge, I think it would continue to grow until it was limited by its environment.
Well, he has sprouting, right? Like in previous things, he's done this bit where he can eat his own arms and they just grow back instantly.
So why doesn't he just make himself big? Anyway, continue. 36 clams high.
Top of his head off over and over.
They measure it in clams. High.
He's so excited to be a big guy. There's a long song about how he's a SpongeBob big guy pants okay.
What is big guy a thing? Like do they not say big boy anymore, or do they not say adult?
I think big guy has like a funny ring to it.
I'm a big guy.
Yeah, I think it sounds innocent, but also like fun. I don't know. I couldn't tell
you. For me.
It's fine.
It's not for me. Know. I like the burger better. Let's just skip to the end. I like the burger better. I got to go to Wendy's. I'm really fucking hungry.
Yeah, I got to go to church. Sorry.
I got to go to... That's right. I started earlier so you wouldn't be late for church this week.
No, he's 36 clams tall. He wants to be that tall so he can be a big guy. And he wants to do that so he can go on a roller coaster, it turns out.
Sure.
Roller coasters seem very funny because they finally get to... There's Ice Spice as the measurement lady, and she's like, oh, this dipshit's back again. Fucking bullshit guy.
But today...
And she's like, oh, you're fucking tall enough. Good job, shithead. And she's like,
shit, Bob, square fuck, sponge fuck, square shit.
Get in there, you fucking dipshit.
You pig. You little fucking pig. And also, Patrick acts like he's never ridden the roller coasters before. He could have at any point. He's tall enough and was the whole time. He wanted to wait for SpongeBob, my wife said, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's true. He's a sweet idiot. There's a good bit at the beginning. He doesn't know who SpongeBob is because SpongeBob's taller now.
Oh, that was kind of funny. Yeah, he didn't recognize him.
That's the thing. A movie can be pretty thoroughly described in its funniest moments of, oh yeah, that was kind of funny, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did a joke. They wrote a joke there, didn't they?
So they go to look at the roller coaster and it scares SpongeBob because He does that classic, like he's looking at it excited, and then the more of it he sees, he gets scared.
I thought that sequence was good. The sequence where they show how scary the roller coasters are, and it's like the Heffalumps and Woozles, Winnie the Pooh, where it's just the most horrifying fucking...
Yeah. Well, this is the roller coaster is literally like if there's just like a guy shooting a gun at it like half the time. Like everyone dies on every car of the roller coaster that launches.
Right. Yeah. And they just are constantly flying off like as it spirals around. It's just bodies flying. Yeah, that was pretty good.
So he is scared of it and he lies.
Back to your point just really quick. I do think that the animation... The CG, the 3D animation looked pretty good. I wish they would have just leaned into it and made it like, I understand that like they're trying to do the old SpongeBob composite style shit, and it doesn't have any of the charm of the original series that I did watch a bunch of episodes of recently just to kind of get a feel for it. But
yeah, it's good. I like the original series a lot. I grew up on it, you know. It's good. I got a lot of nostalgia for SpongeBob. But SpongeBob's very scared, so he lies to Patrick.
I got a shit. Oh, Patrick, I can't go. Oh, Patrick, I can't go on this because I got a shit.
I got to drop a shit. He does. There is a shitting bricks joke several times.
Oh, they shit bricks constantly. That's funny that I would say that, and I totally forgot that. My brain
he leans over and a brick falls out of his ass, and he goes, "Oh, my lucky brick." It's good. And later on, the Flying Dutchman shits a brick.
Patrick also shits several bricks.
SpongeBob goes, "That's your lucky brick." No, SpongeBob's like,
you could build a house. You could build a house at the bottom of the sea with all the bricks they shit in this fucking. We get it. It's called a runner, and the bricks runner out of their butts.
Yeah, the house would stink because it's shit bricks.
Yeah,
this is back to Andrew's stand-up corner.
Hey, so what's the deal with these stinky fucking bricks? Over
that came out of my ass.
I'm Nick DiPaolo.
So SpongeBob lies. He says, "Hey, dog, I'm not scared of this. No. I promised Mr. Krabs that I would ride it with him, so I can't do it without him. So they go to Krusty Krab, and he gets Mr. Krabs to be like, "Yep, that's true."
He does the old wink and nod to get him to get it, and then he eventually gets it. Now, if this could have been a short. This could have been a 12-minute episode because the other pitch is the crab guy goes, "I'd love to ride the roller coaster with you, SpongeBob. I forgot we made that deal." And he's like, "I forgot I made this deal with SpongeBob, so I have to play along with it and say we can go on the roller coaster because I don't want to disappoint." I just wrote a better...
Well, there's the other departure point, which is Mr. Krabs is like, "It's okay to be scared, SpongeBob. You're just a pussy. That's fine. Whatever. You're just scared. Who cares?" And he's like, "But it sounds like you were scared when you were younger, Mr. Krabs." He's like, "No, not me." And like the other departure point could be like, "We are going to go on that roller coaster, dude. I'm not scared."
And then he's scared as hell.
He is scared.
Yeah. See, we should write SpongeBob shorts.
I'd be good at 12 minutes.
They should do 12-minute SpongeBob episodes.
They stretched it out into hour 40. Because
that's the other thing.
Conversation happens.
Too long. Hour 40. When I looked up the runtime, I wanted to see 86.
Yeah, I wanted to see a nice Twixt runtime.
Yeah, I wanted this to give Twixt a runtime for its money on the runtime competition.
Mr. Krabs calls SpongeBob a pussy. He's like, no, I was not a pussy when I was younger. I was a big tough guy. I was a big guy. Pants okay.
I was not only a big guy, I was a...
Pants okay.
Well,
a swashbuckler.
A swashbuckler. Yeah. That's the other important thing.
Like, I used to be a big, brave, strong guy. I was on a ship and I blew this big kazoo that got the Flying Dutchman to show up, and then we hung out a lot, and yep, that's that story. And then SpongeBob and Patrick go down to a room Oh yeah, they're told to clean a toilet or something. Because Mr. Krabs is like, here's my certificate for being.
He shows him the swashbuckler certificate. Yeah. Kind of looks like a placemat from a restaurant, but
yeah, what a reveal! Because later that is the reveal. Whoa! It's the kids menu. Whoa! But everyone's stupid. They don't know that. And he's cleaning the toilet, and they notice a grate, and the grate opens up, and there's a big treasure room full of all the riches that Mr. Krabs has gotten, including the big Flying Dutchman kazoo thing.
Yep. The horn.
His horn. I keep saying kazoo.
No, that's okay. It's funny, but it's a horn. They call it apparently pirates have horns.
Yeah. It's among his pirate relics. He summons the Flying Dutchman. Dutchman's like, you're very innocent. Let's go do all these trials so you can be a big guy.
And it's Mark Hamill, who did do Zoom calls in front of Nazi Ukrainian service members in the early part of the pandemic. But anyway.
That's good that we mentioned all this. Mark Hamill replacing Brian Doyle Murray. I don't know why.
Brian Doyle Murray played the Flying Dutchman in previous SpongeBob stuff?
He's always been the Flying Dutchman.
I didn't realize the Flying Dutchman was a SpongeBob. I guess I remember now that it comes up.
Mm-hmm. He's a good character, and Brian Doyle Murray does a good job
on the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, if you can get Mark Hamill, the kids love him, and also the Nazi Ukrainian, the Azov Battalion. He is the best. He is the favorite voice actor. They love his version of the Joker in the Azov Battalion, where they have Nazi flags hanging behind them on their Zoom calls. And then people call him out on it on Twitter, and he just ignores them or blocks them.
That's such a classic, like, you know, I always talk about like J.K. Rowling could have just not opened her mouth after the books and been like one of the, you know, most respected writers of all time.
One of the richest, most respected people in the history of entertainment.
But she felt that, like, because that's another thing, like, you're a Ukrainian battalion, you kind of probably get a pass on just a lot of
that's just it. Mark, he doesn't know. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Mark Hamill is so dumb that he doesn't know that there actually are Nazis in the Ukrainian army, and he's literally talking to them saying they're doing a good job, and he's saying Russia tells us there's Nazis, but we know that's not true. And he's talking to the Nazis.
Find some of the specific ones.
Like, that's why the Russia-Ukraine thing is so fucking stupid. Because, like, I don't like Putin, you know?
Yeah.
But when he says, but hey, if he says I'm going into Ukraine to get the Nazis out of the army, I mean, that's not why he's doing it. But they do have the Nazis in the army. I saw the Zoom call. Like, you know, I saw the Nazis. There they are. You know, and Luke Skywalker's like, great job. Great job.
The Rebel Alliance, you guys are, right? The Empire was definitely not.
There's always some empires there's always some empires mixed in with the rebels, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's not untrue. Like how Star Wars likes to structure that stuff.
The agitators.
Okay, so yeah, they blow the thing. Flying Dutchman's tricking SpongeBob into being like, I'm going to make you swashbuckler, but he's actually going to make him do a bunch of trials so that he can do whatever you're supposed to do with the innocent soul at the end. Mr. Krabs hears the thing and
tries to stop him.
He gets Squidward to come along, and Gary, Patrick, and SpongeBob are just going with the Dutchman.
Squidward gets a wig, and I feel like they're making fun of me. He gets more bald. His wig deteriorates throughout the episode, throughout the movie. and he becomes
it's a really
more bald.
weird bit, I would say. Like it is just bald guy jokes.
Well, and they're making fun of me. Like I went balding in exactly the same way. That's why I had to shave my head because I was an inch away from being the bald long hair that Brian from Guys talks about all the time. Like I could have Hulk Hogan.
You just wear a hat.
I can't wear hats.
You have so much hair.
I get too hot, dude. I would have loved to do the Hulk Hogan where instead of a bandana, it's a hat. I would have loved to take you know how funny that would be? To take your hat off at the end of the day and you're just bald, like just flat bald to the...
Well, you also... The good part is you take some clippings from your long hair and you glue them into the front.
No, I don't know if I would do bangs. I don't think I would do fake human bangs.
Then it's a huge reveal when you pull it off.
I just mean for myself, like at the end of the... like... I wouldn't use my own hair. I would use fake hair for that. That would be too weird. That would be like serial killer shit making a skin suit. I feel like if you use your own, I guess people probably use their own hair to make wigs. Yeah. Not trying to be ableist against people who need to use their own hair to make wigs.
So yeah, they do all the trials.
I just think it's so funny that I thought that we were going to talk about this movie for an hour now. I was worried, but once you get to the Flying Dutchman and his little buddy, who he betrays, are doing the things with SpongeBob.
Patricia?
And Crab.
Is that her name?
And the other guy, or Barb, I think maybe her name is.
Barb. Yes.
So Crab, Squidward, and the little dog, Snail, they're going through the underworld. Yeah, Gary. They're going through the underworld to get to SpongeBob. And then we get to the end where they all meet up.
Yeah, they all meet up. Mr. Krabs like, hey, he's trying to trick you. And he's like, you just don't want me to be a big guy because you weren't. And Mr. Krabs reveals that he was lying. He was never a big guy. He was also a big old puss.
A bubble
like
baby.
SpongeBob. He was a bubble baby. He had little bubble abs. I like the bubble abs. That was very funny.
That's what they mean by bubble boy. Now that I think about it, they use the bubbles to look big like SpongeBob does a bubble sword.
Speaking, there's... What is it? There is a guy on The Challenge, a show I'm certain you don't watch, but it's like the Avengers, but for reality show competitions.
Yeah, it's like real road. It started as Real World Road Rules Challenge, and now it's just Challenge.
But it
gave us Theo Von. You watched the show that gave us Theo Von, and we complain about McDonald's. We complain about McDonald's. But anyway, continue.
But that show scrapes the barrel for just like anyone who has been on another reality show.
Sure.
And it's like, hey, we have this guy from Geordie Shore.
It's all sub Snookies.
Geordie Shore.
These are Snooki minus.
But there's a guy in there who's like really ripped. But he's always scared to do anything physical. And he's just like, it's like, I'm scared because I've got these popcorn muscles.
He's got the bubble abs.
I've only got popcorn muscles.
I use popcorn to make my muscles look bigger.
I think you get. I don't know.
I'm in a guar suit.
Is he like breast implants? But
you definitely can. Yeah,
that's wild.
You get. They do ab implants. They do.
That's so crazy to me.
Bicep implants. That's what we're thinking
hey,
of.
Can you lift something? It's like my muscle popped. I lifted too hard. My muscle
lifted
popped.
my credit card to my plastic surgeon to put this bicep implant in.
But they do all the trials. SpongeBob's like, fuck off, Mr. Krabs, you're a dumbass. And he blows the thing, and they do, it's bad.
And he also blows, as you know, not blows, he doesn't blow anybody.
He blows the Flying Dutchman.
He blows Patrick off. That's the other thing. That they're going to have to break up at the end of Act 2, and they do. He's like, you're just trying to hold me back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's...
you're a baby. Oh, because the Flying Dutchman sees Patrick as a distraction. That's what it is.
Yeah. And so he blows the thing, and Flying Dutchman turns into a guy, like a real guy with like a penis nose prosthetic.
He looks so close to the top, the Clancy Brown at the beginning. I was like, is that Clancy Brown with Mark?
No.
But then it's not. They don't look the same.
They gave him the classic like penis nose prosthetic that like the mayor has in Nothing but trouble.
Yes, where you take it off at the end of the night.
But he's a human person in a bubble now. I thought they were going to pop the bubble and you would just drown.
Yeah, and he doesn't.
Funny.
His little amoeba friend doesn't get to go with him. His little underwater bean.
Yeah, Barb, I believe, is a fish, but she's like, hey, I'm going to go to the surface too, right? And she doesn't turn into not a dead thing. And he's like, I could, but I don't want to. Goodbye. And he leaves.
Why? She wouldn't even be able to go to the surface, though, because she's a fish. So even if she wasn't a ghost anymore, it's not like a living fish could go up. Anyway.
Well, she wants to not be a ghost, maybe. I don't know. But then she's just like spiteful, and she reads the contract and the small print, and then Patrick understands it, and it's like, if you break the whistle before sunset, it'll stop what happened. Also, when the big swirly mess was happening that turned Flying Dutchman into a real guy, it actually swapped the ghost part with SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs. So Mr. Krabs jumped in to help, so they're both ghosts now.
Just all of us, because Mr. Krabs was around.
Yeah, so they go up to the surface to try and break the thing, and they have a big thing on a roller coaster.
Well, it's all live action. They ran out of money.
Yeah, Flying Dutchman's like, I know you aren't gonna go on this roller coaster
because you're a little baby.
Yeah, and then he does, and he actually has fun. A little Flying Dutchman's actually scared. A lot of good bits with the Flying Dutchman on the roller coaster and his beard just swirling.
Yeah, they did. They did some classic Nickelodeon fucking SpongeBob movie, SpongeBob stuff.
But eventually they get a whistle away from him. They pop it. It's going towards the ground just as the sun sets, which I thought was pretty good. And the Flying Dutchman face goes, yeah. And then the sun pops up for a second.
That's pretty funny.
Goes, oh, no. Yeah. And it breaks. And that's pretty good.
Got my ass.
But they swap.
You got my ass, Robert Dryman, who made this.
Derek Dryman.
Derek Dryman. I thought it was Drayman at first. I thought it was I thought he was the brother of the guy from Disturbed.
No. Derek Dryman is a Digimon named Derek. He's Drymon.
Digi-Dry Derek Dryman. Derekmon is the champion.
So also Derek Drymon, I assume, is in the movie because there's the guy who takes their tickets at the roller coaster is named Derek, and they're like, thanks, Derek.
He goes, you're welcome. This is on my telephone.
For the movie. Wink.
I couldn't even be bothered to go down the hallway to the recording studio.
So then Flying Dutchman has to work in the kitchen because Barb and the rest of the crew hate him now because he abandoned them. And Mr. Krabs, and they're all happy now. And then they realize they left Squidward behind in the underworld. Uh-oh. End of movie.
And then Squidward is on his way, and that's the sequel is going to be they got to go get Squidward. Or they don't really care because Squidward kind of sucks. I don't think they care.
Squidward does kind of suck.
He's not good. He's a real Niles Crane. He's very Niles Crane coded.
Oh, Niles Crane is so funny, though.
Squidward's funny.
Oh, I know.
Not in this.
True. No, Squidward, I have never identified more with Squidward than at the beginning of this movie where they're just sitting outside of his house and they're going, big guy, big guy, big guy. And he's just in there like looking like he wants to die. And I was like,
I've heard somebody outside saying something that's making me crazy.
Is there more to that?
No.
Okay. You're just looking at me a lot.
No, what? No. I'm not even looking at my laptop right now.
You seem like you just walked in. I know someone who used to talk outside my house.
No. I was pushing my earbuds in to make sure, so I could hear your riffing on the what was the last thing that you heard outside your window that made you crazy?
I mean, last time I was in LA when I was staying at a hotel and I stayed at a shady ass motel. All the doors were outwards facing.
A no-tell motel.
People next to me clearly like dealing drugs out of their room after dark.
I'm always like,
midnight.
what do you got? I'm always curious. Like, I always want to go ask when something like that's happening. I don't necessarily want the drugs. I just always like to know, like, because I don't want to miss out on, like, what if it's like, what if they got something real cool?
It was crazy. Just like the second midnight would hit, it would get so loud in the room next to mine, and people would be like knocking on their door every like 20 minutes.
Big guy,
like,
Spongebob.
And so like the most awkward thing was somebody just knocking at my door, like, because they clearly got the doors mixed up, and they were just like knocking at my door and getting frustrated that I wasn't answering. I was just like, no, just please move. I don't want to do anything.
I never thought
here.
of getting a hotel room to deal drugs out of for the night, and then the next night you're at a different hotel room. Huh, that's interesting.
I think they were there my whole stay. So
well, yeah, it's LA. They don't have to get around too much.
But yeah, that was the movie, SpongeBob: The Search for Squarepants.
A little too shooting for babies for me.
Yeah, we can run through those categories real quick.
Hell yeah.
Because I think that one's going to be quick.
We don't even need to do it real quick either. I know
out.
that I yawned. You may have caught me yawning once. It's just because I got up at 4:45 a.m. to start getting ready for this. I'm not actually tired or bored.
No, I mean, it is mostly just movie look versus food look appearance.
I think the movie, when it looked good, looked pretty good.
Yeah,
and
I'll give it to the movie on this one.
I'm going to agree with you, because that sequence with the spinning fucking roller coaster stuff at the beginning, the face acting animation is pretty good on the CG.
Yeah, the CG looks good. It's fun. I don't know. It's a fun looking movie, and the burger looked fine. It is a weird. I get what they'd want to do with the SpongeBob SquarePants burger bun, but I think the squaring shape did leave it open to staleness for me, at least, somehow.
Well, yeah.
The tater tot things looked fine. The little chest they came in was fun.
Sure, but you know us, we don't like when it's just a box.
Yeah. And I didn't get much of the other stuff because, again, sold out instantly.
Sold out. Unlike
the
this movie.
Pineapple box looks cool.
This movie was readily available on my Star Trek app.
This movie made 164K or 164 million on a 64 million budget or something around there. 166 off 64.
Could have gone right to streaming, you know? That's money they wouldn't have had otherwise.
But yeah, appearance to movie. Ingredients, food stuff versus cast and crew.
I got to give this to the movie as well because I like Tom Kenny very much. Again, Mark Hamill. He literally
ISIS Gaston fan.
He is literally friends with Nazis. So I don't know, but I still, even just because we talk so much about how Burger King ain't got somebody going out to the farmer's market picking their lettuce. You know, I think that the SpongeBob voice crew, the voice actors in SpongeBob, and that's the other thing, primarily they're actual voice actors, you know, other than Mark Hamill and Clancy Brown. I guess he has just done just as much voice acting almost as he has fucking live acting. But yeah,
you got Mr. Lawrence coming back to do like a line for Plankton, and Roger Bumpus is in there, and Bill Fagerbach. And
hey, I don't think we say that anymore.
You should change your last name, Bill.
I don't want to say a slur every time I write your checks, Bill. I don't want to write a slur.
I have to say it out loud every time I write
That's
a check.
how I write, Bill. I have to say the thing I'm writing. I'm working on it with my doctor.
Regina Hall is in this movie, which is surprising to me.
That crossover with One Battle After Another?
No?
Yep.
She is, okay.
We're not being racist.
I thought you were thinking she was the mom, but no, she's the person with the beeper.
The other activist. She's fucking great. Don't make me think I'm racist because you don't remember who's in what movies.
You thought it was this other thing. Also, Sherry Cola is in this movie.
I don't know who that is.
Name. Sherry Colo. I don't either. I just like the name. She made her acting debut in 2017 on Amazon's I Love Dick. Yeah. But yeah, so that one goes to the film.
Wasn't I Love Dick about like Nixon?
I don't think so. I think that one had Kevin Bacon.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
I think.
1 degree of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, I guess he's in it. Writing, the movie script versus the copy. This one is very hard.
I want
me.
to give it a tie because they both suck shit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to I'm going to say neither tried hard enough. Oh, but then I feel bad because you know that the people who wrote the movie are WGA writers. You know, I feel bad because they're professionals, and the SpongeBob stuff was written. The copy was written by fucking advertising AI. You know, so I think I just.
Yeah, screenplay by Pam Brady and Matt Lieberman. Does that make it easier to really dunk on them if you know their names?
I'm going to give this to the movie.
Yeah,
only because the copy was so bad.
I'll give it a tie.
Well, plus it's a movie for babies. Maybe they wrote a good movie for babies.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not a baby.
I'm not a baby.
I'll give it a tie. You got to work a little bit more for me. And this one just feels like it was.
Plus, they've made good SpongeBob movies. They've made good, compelling, fun SpongeBob movies in the past.
Also, these people have written on better things. I know they can do better. One of the writers worked on Team America World Police.
Oh, you can really see that.
Uh-huh. Okay. So tie for me, movie for you. So movies are actually killing it on this one. How did it sit with you? Did it leave you thinking? Did it leave you pooping? I will say that I will probably think about the meal more than the movie.
I'm going to give it to the meal as well.
The moment we stop talking about this, Search for Squarepants
will disappear from your brain.
Exited my mind. Mm-hmm.
There will be a little puff of smoke shaped like the movie that ran out of your brain.
Yeah, I'll be like, wasn't there a part where they were in like a store?
They went to a store, right? Is this the movie in the store? Is this the movie where they're in the store?
Yeah, I think there was a store.
They had it's a boat. There's a boat.
Versus the Burger King meal a while ago. That's the one with the yellow bun that was square for some reason.
I remember that yellow bun. I know the reason.
So yeah, food for that one. Food. And then to my taste. I'm going to say this. Am I going to say this every fucking week?
Every week I'm going to say this. This movie thinks it was written to my taste, and that's insulting to me. So agreed. I'm going to give this to Burger King because the hubris of this film to think that it was to my taste.
Well, I think.
Wait, hold on. To my taste, but isn't it for babies? Am I saying baby food isn't to my taste?
No, I will say the meal. I'll give it to the meal. You can keep contemplating on.
No, I'm going to give it to the meal too. But like, wait a second. Maybe baby food isn't for us.
Well, I'm saying like, I think SpongeBob is riding this uncomfortable line where they have to both realize that they are still a show for kids.
Babies, not even kids, but almost babies, like almost people who
early
don't
double
have
digits.
Yeah, early dev.
But like they're still trying to hold on to the nostalgia of like me, people who grew up on this series. So they're trying to make something for me, but they also are like, we are a kids thing, so we do have to make a baby movie too.
But what I don't understand, Andrew,
the beams cannot cross.
But Andrew, I still will watch the original Ninja Turtles cartoons. Like I have them all on DVD, and I'll pull them up and watch. And I'll watch them on Paramount now. But like the originals. And my wife and I have watched some episodes of SpongeBob recently. Mm-hmm. That was for kids and for you. Why not just do that?
I think they're trying to hit a younger I think they're trying to go really broad with the audience because they want to. I think they're trying to calculate so someone vaguely Andrew's age is probably just had a baby,
has 9 children,
or just has had a 3-year-old
a
or
litter.
Something.
They've just had a
we
litter.
Should make a movie that's for Andrew, but also for his baby, so he can take his baby to the movie and go, but then I'm bored and the baby's confused.
Right? Maybe they're doing it the other way, but they should make a movie for babies that is also kind of for you.
Yeah. But also maybe Steven Hillenburg had so much of the sauce, and he has unfortunately passed a while ago now.
Oh, the SpongeBob guy died?
Yeah, a while ago.
Aww.
Yeah. He died in 2018.
Did Tom Kenny do the voice at his funeral, do you think?
Maybe, honestly.
Oi, mister. Hey.
I mean, creator of not creator, but heavily involved in 2 of my favorite animated series of all time, SpongeBob and Rocko's Modern Life.
Right on, yes.
So very sad, but I think he really had a lot involved in that, and I think much like Rick and Morty without Dan Harmon, or Community without Dan Harmon, things can sort of
I like
spiral,
how you said
even if
Rick.
everyone else.
I like. Do you know what you did there? I like how you picked Rick and Morty without Dan Harmon rather than saying Rick and Morty without Justin Roiland, who allegedly kept a lady abducted in his home.
Both of them.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, you're barking up the wrong tree. I think Rick and Morty is completely watchable still without Roiland, but
I would say watchable is the thing. I do think
it doesn't make you laugh. It doesn't kill like it used to. Yeah, fair.
Yeah. And I do think that's because Harmon's onto other stuff and Roiland is a monster. So
yeah, he's onto other stuff too.
Ugh, I don't want to think about it. But yeah, I think that creative voices, especially when you're the biggest voice in a product, can really affect it when they are gone. And I don't know.
Yeah, Justin Roiland really could have learned something from John Kay and be normal.
Yep. Jerry Seinfeld too,
right? Just be, like a B movie, be normal.
That other Nickelodeon guy.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of creeps.
All the pedophiles on Nickelodeon. You could have learned a lot from them, right?
Well, something just ran on my roof. That wasn't me returning to that bit. I wasn't doing a throwback to where something fell on you.
But yeah, it's just, there is a stark difference between this movie and the first SpongeBob SquarePants movie, which also sub an hour and a half, which is another thing. Know your length.
Right. Know your girth.
But I've got a quick game.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm into it.
Oh, I think so the movie and the meal are a tie for me. I think
the movie won for me.
Squeaks it out,
yeah.
So on to our game, which I am calling. Who lives in a what? Under the huh? Calling. Who lives in a what? Under the huh? Who lives in a what? Under the huh? That's the name of this game.
All right.
These are guys that are not necessarily all guys, but characters that live inside a thing that's not a normal house. So I will say the thing that's not a normal house, and you will get a guess at the thing, the person.
Oh, I got this. Dude, this is, you thought of a game that I might actually be able to do. And I feel like you might just be Machiavellian enough to set me up to think that it will be easy. Rock House, the Flintstones. But no, you're going to have okay, go ahead.
Okay, so pineapple.
SpongeBob.
Yep. You got it. Let me see here. Let's get you a point on that. Boop. A peach.
James.
Ooh. Starting off strong. And you've cleared the fruit section.
Ah.
Let's see. An unhoused person's mouth. There's 2 possible answers for this one. That is a bit of a hint.
Hold on. Give me a second. God, I want to say Osmosis Jones, but I know it's not that. Pass. What is it?
Ren and or Stimpy. In the adult party cartoon, they lived in an unhoused person's mouth.
I didn't watch that shit adult party cartoon.
Yeah, you should not have watched that.
That
shit.
is not canon.
Yeah, it's a bad show. Let's see.
You like the game, huh? I was just thinking, did you know that they took Don't Whiz on the Electric Fence, that episode, off of all the box sets and they don't air it anymore? Remember Rick and Morty, Ren and Stimpy? They had that episode Don't Whiz on the Electric Fence.
Yeah,
but they don't, that's gone.
I think it's on my box set.
It might be you got it before they took it off then, because I couldn't find it anywhere. And I just remember that's like one of my favorite things. My family and I would mention that all the time. My brother would be like, "Oh, you like the game, huh?" And the sound of Ren unzipping his skin over his penis. Like, okay, I'm sorry.
A chicken foot house.
A chicken foot house. Mm-hmm. Wallace and Gromit.
No, it's Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. Okay.
Russian folklore.
Gotta get it on my head. I have a Baba Yaga t-shirt. I have 2 Baba Yaga t-shirts. Yep. I was thinking cartoon characters. This is people from history. This is old woman.
People from history.
This is old Mother Hubbard living in her cupboard. Okay, I get it. Go ahead.
All right. Bill Murray. Who lives inside Bill Murray?
Oh, that's Osmosis Jones.
Okay. I was gonna say you've already said this one.
Yeah. Osmosis Jones.
A garbage can.
Oscar the Grouch.
Wow. Okay. We're at the.
Also, that's one that I think of. I think of Oscar the Grouch all the time because when Homer Simpson sees an unhoused person in a dumpster in one of the episodes, he goes, just like Oscar the Grouch. Oh, no. And I think about that every time I see an unhoused person in Los Angeles. So quite often horrible. I go, just like Oscar the Grouch.
Jesus.
Because I'm brain poisoned. I don't like it.
Whale. This is a cartoon. This is not the biblical.
Pinocchio.
No, he doesn't live there. He just is there for a bit.
He visits. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Living inside a whale. That's loving an elevator.
Loving it up. Going down.
They need air, but they're underwater. Living inside a whale.
Also, same voice as the Flying Dutchman. Not the new Flying Dutchman, the original. It's a bit of
now you have just confused me more. Brian Doyle Murray. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Pass. I'm going to feel dumb.
That was Flapjack and or Captain Knuckles.
Oh, I don't feel dumb anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say that one's probably past your experience. A lamp.
I love lamp.
I love lamp. And I live in lamp.
I live in lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, dude. You made it seem like this was going to be an easy game. I don't know. The Burrowers.
It's Genie.
Oh my God, dude.
Genie
you're fucking killing me. I'm so stupid. A genie. Genies. A lamp. What lives in a lamp? Think for a second, Adam, you dumb fucking stupid dumb. Oh, okay, next.
Central Park. Who lives in Central Park?
The unhoused people we talked about earlier?
Cartoon.
Who lives in Central Park? I almost said Jay Sherman from The Critic because his home overlooks Central Park.
It stinks.
Oh, Chippendale.
No, it is a troll. The troll.
A troll that lives in Central Park.
Yeah, a troll lives in Central Park.
That's the name of the thing.
Dom DeLuise, also acceptable.
Ooh.
And then finally, the last one, a shoe.
Well, that is the old woman.
Yeah.
But So where was I at on that? Am I tied?
1, 2, 3. Yes, you are 5 out of 10.
50%. I'll
Nice.
take it. It bums me out that I didn't get a genie or Baba Yaga, two things I think about regularly, because I'm always like, ooh, I wish I had a genie so I could wish for my horrible life to be different. And then Baba Yaga, I have that shirt.
Yeah. And you could have said Howl for the Chicken Foot House, and I would have begrudgingly given it to you, because
Howl of Moving Castle.
Because Moving Castle has like robot chicken legs.
But not Seth Green's robot chicken legs.
No, not Seth Green's robot chicken legs.
All right. Well, hey, I think that this episode was fucking great, dude.
Oh,
I'm sure we made a bunch of new
too.
forever listeners with this one. And, you know, that's a testament to your hard work.
Aw, shucks. And yours. Spongebob, a series I think that deserves better entries in films. Or to just stop. We don't need more Spongebob. It's fine to let things die and be what they were. That's me.
I agree with that, but I also think that it's easy to make stuff good.
That's true.
It's old. Like, you could easily make a SpongeBob doesn't have to end. Ninja Turtles don't have to end.
That's true.
It's real vampire stuff. It's very easy to make things good. You just have to focus and not lose sight of what you're trying to do.
But also, I would just give me generic knockoffs too, you know? Like, we're past the age of, because like, I don't get Biker Mice from Mars no more. I don't get Samurai Pizza Cats anymore.
Those were the
you know?
those were the days. I fell into a hole where I watched a lot of like late 80s cartoons, some of which I didn't watch as a kid, or early 90s cartoons like The Phantom and like Ultra Force and like all these 90s cartoons. Ultra Force was based on comics, but anyway,
Yeah.
I fell down one of those rabbit holes on Prime not that long ago. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to Movies Over My Hammy. If you want to tell us about a promotional item or anything that we should know about, it's also in the bumper. But you can find us at moviesovermyhammy, all one word, at gmail.com.
Write us an email, tell us about stuff, and leave us a review, please.
Oh, leave us a review. That's a big one. And also, just have a good fucking day out there.
Yeah, go don't eat at Burger King and have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Movies Over My Hammy. If you know of a promotional item or have literally anything else of interest that we should know about at Movies Over My Hammy headquarters, you can email the podcast at moviesovermyhammy, all one word, at gmail.com. And please, for the love of Satan, like, subscribe, rate, review, tell everybody you know about this podcast. We're counting on you. Everything is going to be okay. Not enough podcast about fast food. Not enough podcast about movie. Not enough podcast where two average guys talk about those things for you. Movies over my hammy. Movies over my hammy. Wait, what's the show?